Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of FCC. Yes. All right. We got a great episode today, guys. It is a special day. It's an exciting day. It is the day after schedule release. That's right. The NFL schedules are officially out. Go check out your team. Go guess and see what you can come up with. Because Coach has got some crazy ideas of how the season's already getting ready to go. Yeah. I've already done 4 teams. We're going to talk about those 4 teams today. But before we get into those 4 teams, I mean, it's schedule release, right? It's not necessarily just a team week by week. I mean, you got to think about it. We got a lot of holiday games. We got a lot of new network games. What else am I missing? We have we get to look at all the Monday night football, all the primetime games, right? So we get to see kind of just how everything is ironed out before we get into the nitty gritty of a week, week 1, week 2, bye week, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I mean, how many of you guys are? I'm freaking excited. Okay, I don't know about nobody else, but it's almost like the NFL started for me today. It gets no better than this. Why you pull it like that? Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes. Let me do it this way. There we go. All right, let me find my banner. All right, guys. So again, it's scheduled release day. I'm very excited. What the team we would be focusing, or not the team, the division we're actually going to be focusing on today is the NFC South. So after we kind of talk about the just the NFL as a whole, like I said, we'll look at the Monday night games. We'll look at all the overseas games. We do have a lot of overseas games. I'm looking for a certain button that I can't find. What did I do? Oh, there you go. All right. I don't know why I couldn't find it. All right. So we have a lot of schedules to discuss. We have Thursday night football. We have Monday night football, Sunday night football, obviously. We have Thanksgiving games. We have they gave us a Black Friday game. We have a Christmas schedule. Hell, they even gave us a Christmas week. That's crazy. Let's see. What else do we have? And I believe it's Sunday Night Football. So we're going to go over all the special week games before we dive into the NFC South. That is the division that we'll be going over today, and we'll come up with the wins and losses for all four of those teams. But to get started, let's go over Thursday Night Football. So in week one, why don't you have week one up here? Oh, because these are all the prime games starting on Thursday, and these start week two. Because week one is going to be regular NFL networking. All right, so week two is going to be the Bills versus the Detroit Lions. I think I got the Bills winning that game in primetime football. You got Falcons and Green Bay week three. That's going to be a good matchup. Especially, I think I have the Packers winning that game. You have Steelers, Browns, good divisional matchup. We can give that one week four. We probably give that Thursday night game to the Browns. Give whoever the quarter. We don't know if it's Shadir. We don't know if it's Watson. We're going to find out. Week five, we have Bucks and the Cowboys. So that's going to be another good Thursday night game. I think I got the Cowboys winning that Thursday night game, guys. I do. I think I got them winning that one. Week six, you got Seattle Broncos, division rivalry. No, not division rivalry. I'm tripping. That's not division rivalry. Broncos, Seattle, Thursday Night Football, week six. Week seven, we have Bears and the Patriots. Now, a lot of the Patriots, this season is going to hinder on what happens to their coach this year. Meaning the disciplinariness. If he gets fired, they have to get new coach. We don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen to Coach Faber, but I think their season kind of hinders on this. We'll see kind of where the route will go because they do play Seattle in a rematch in week one. On a Wednesday. They gave us Wednesday night football. That's a new one for me. All right, so week eight, we got the Green Bay Packers. So Green Bay has so far two Thursday night football games. So we got Green Bay Packers versus the Carolina Panthers. In week eight, week nine, we have the Jaguars versus the Ravens. Thursday night football, we have week 10. We got a division rivalry. So this is division rivalry. We have the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. Week 11, we have a Thursday night matchup, division rivalry game. We have the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. That's going to be a good division rivalry game right there. Depending on who's the quarterback for the Colts, too. It could it be Daniel Jones? Could it be a new quarterback? We got to figure out what's going on with that situation in Indianapolis, too, before the season starts. Because for fantasy purpose, obviously we need to know where we're going at quarterback, and we need to know if this one of these quarterbacks with a substantial good offense is going to be on our team this year. But that's a talk for another day. Week 12, we have the Steelers versus the Broncos. That's our Black Friday game. They want you to know that. Why do they give? I don't know. Is it a theme? You want people to go out, spend money, and then sit down and watch football? I don't know. That's weird. I would rather eat, relax, and then watch my football game. You want people to go broke and then come sit down and watch a football game. It's so weird. Week 13, we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Rams. Week 14, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the New England Patriots. So the Patriots have two Thursday night games. So do the Steelers. And again, like I said, who was the other team that have two Thursday nights? Green Bay. All right, we got San Fran, week 16, San Fran and the Chargers. Thursday night football. Christmas Eve, Thursday night, we have Houston Texans. So that's their second Thursday night game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And then the New Year's Eve game, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. That's going to be a really, really good one because Cincinnati is actually my team. I have going, hopefully. I haven't done their schedule yet. We're going to see. But given some stuff that I've already seen, I think I have the Bengals going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I said it. All the way to the Super Bowl. He did it before. Josh Allen. Why he can't do it again? Oh, there's going to be so many Josh Allen jabs this year, guys. Get ready. All right. So those are all of our Thursday night matchups. So far, I'm pretty impressed with what we got going. What's good? How we doing, my boy? How we doing? It's good to see you. It's been a minute. That's my man, Vaughn. A Steelers fan till he lay to rest. I promise you guys, this man loves Steelers. Which is why it's going to be very, very hard when we have that discussion about your season. But I do understand. Vaughn don't care. He loves his Steelers. He understands what they got to go with, what they're going to do. He's going to take all the slander. He's going to take all the beatings from everybody. Because when the Steelers, and they will, not right now, when they get back on top, he's going to be right there waiting, looking at y'all from the bottom. But right now, guess what we get to do? We get to mess with the Steelers because your quarterback is Aaron Rodgers or nobody. So this is going to be a fun thing to look at. All right, so next up, where we at? All right, so we did our Thursday night football games on prime time. What is this, Monday night? Yeah, all right. So we have our Monday night football schedule. And so far, we got some really good ones. All right, so week 14, Monday night football, we have, not week 14, week 1, September 14th. We have, this is a division rivalry game. We have the Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 2, we have New York Giants versus the Los Angeles Rams. Y'all want to know something funny? I have Jackson Dart, Harbaugh, and the New York Giants beating the Rams in this game. I don't know why, but something in my gut. I have the Giants as the number 2 team in their division this year. They got to win some games to do that. So this is a pretty good. They say I like the Rams, but again, we got a receiver dealing with a lot of personal issues that they got to take care of. Puka Nacua, he'll be ready by the season, but I just for some reason don't think he's going to be what he has been the last 2 years. That's just me. You got Devontae Adams coming off, if I'm not mistaken, a grade 2 hamstring injury. He's going to be a beautiful red zone threat, but going down the field, they don't really have anybody. So I do think the Rams may struggle a bit this year, especially in the beginning of the season, and they need something to talk about over there too, since they drafted Ty Simpson, and if Matthew Stafford has a bad couple of weeks to start, they're gonna do all that jaw jacking, and one of those games is gonna be against the Giants, and the Giants are gonna win. All right, week 3, we got Philly and the Chicago Bears. This is gonna be actually a really good game. Philly only wins this game by one reason and one reason only. They better use the hell out of Saquon Barkley, because if they put that ball, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. We're gonna see what the team looks like. I don't know. AJ Brown's still there. We haven't even. I think they said he can move him in June, so we'll see what happens if they do move him. I don't know who I got winning that game right now. We'll come back to that one. I'm not sure who I got winning that one. All right, week 4, we have Atlanta Falcons and the Saints. Week 5, Monday Night Football, we have the Bills versus the Rams. Ooh, man, that could be another Monday night loss for the Rams. Dang. All right, week 6, we have Washington versus San Francisco. Week 7, we have a division rivalry game, Cowboys versus the Eagles. Week 8, we have Chicago Bears versus the Seahawks. Week 9, Buffalo Bills versus the Minnesota Vikings. Buffalo Bills seem like they might have a tad bit of a, I ain't gonna call it an easy schedule. I haven't seen their full schedule yet. I don't know. Just the few games I've seen the Bills have to play right now, I've given them wins. So it's looking pretty easy for them right now. All right. Week 10, Baltimore Ravens versus the Chargers. Week 11, we have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Washington Commanders. This is going to be a really good game. Week 10, we got the division rival Panthers versus the Bucks. Week 13, Cowboys versus Steelers versus the Seahawks. Cowboys versus Seahawks, Week 13, Monday Night Football. We have some really good lineups for Monday Night Football. These are going to be some good games. Week 14, Steelers and Jaguars. Week 15, we have Patriots versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 16, we have the New York Giants versus the Detroit Lions. Week 17, we have the Houston Texans versus the Green Bay Packers. Let's see. And what are these? Okay, these are on the network. So week 4 is going to be on NFL Network. Week 11 is going to be on NFL Network. Week 6, 8 was it? Week 6 is on NFL Network. Week 7, Steelers and Saints is on NFL Network, and week 9, Cincinnati Bengals and Atlanta Falcons are on the NFL Network. That don't make no sense. Are they double headers? They might be double headers. Oh yeah, these might be double headers. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double header weeks. I'm thinking the way they got it looking, I don't know why they did it like that. Anyway, so those are the Monday Night Football games. All right, so let's move on to. There we go. All right, so we have our Thursday night Thanksgiving. We got Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions. We have the Cowboys and Eagles always. That's going to be a good Thursday night Thanksgiving game. And then we have Kansas City and the Bills. And what's funny is Patrick Mahomes, obviously Patrick Mahomes should be ready by week 1, which is amazing. And even if he wasn't, he'll be back for that game. It's November 26th. He definitely would have been back and ready. So we will see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen battle it out. All right, our Christmas schedule. We are looking at the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, Buffalo versus Denver Broncos, and a division matchup, the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And for our Sunday night football matchups, prime time, baby, prime time. Week 1, Cowboys, Giants. Woo-wee. Oh, that's gonna be a good game. That's a good season opener. Funny thing, Cowboys always lose their season openers. Fun fact: the Dallas Cowboys tend to lose season openers. We will see how that looks this year. We will pay attention to that because I might call that game out. As I said, I like the Giants this year, and with them playing the Cowboys week 1, Cowboys usually lose in week 1. It just looks like a really good matchup for that win. All right, week 2, Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 3 matchup for Sunday Night Football, we have the Broncos and the Rams. That's going to be a good game. Rams look like they got a tough schedule this year. Let's see. Detroit versus the Panthers in week 4. Week 5, we have Atlanta versus the Ravens. Week 6, we have Green Bay versus the Cowboys. That better not end in another tie, I swear to God. Week 7, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Seattle Seahawks. Week 8, a division game, we have Green Bay. We have Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 9, we have the Buffalo Bills. I'm saying everything wrong. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Chicago Bears. Week 10, Bengals versus Steelers. Mexico City. In week 11, we have San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Week 12, we have the Chargers versus the Patriots. Week 13, Texans versus Steelers. Week 14, we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Green Bay Packers. I think Buffalo Bills have, God, they're going to get carried to the Super Bowl, aren't they? Or at least the playoffs. Week 15, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. Week 16, we have Cowboys versus the Jaguars. Week 17, we have Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers. And week 18 is to be determined for that Sunday night football game. All right, so we've gone through pretty much all primetime, all special games. I know we have an overseas matchup. I just didn't see that one. All right. So we are going to take a quick little break, and when we return, we are going to go over the NFC South, and we're going to go over all the wins and losses for that division, and you will see coaches' schedule prediction for those 4 teams. So we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gon' take them.
Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back. We are going to go over the NFC South, and we're going to see how 4 of those teams are going to look this year, potentially, what their records could be. So we got record in total, we got home record, road record, and we have primetime games and division games. So we'll basically break down the entire schedule, and Coach will give you his honest opinion on how the team is going to look this year. So in week 1, the Saints play Detroit. I gave that a loss. Week 2, Baltimore Ravens. I have them losing that game. Week 3, I have them losing to the Raiders. Week 4, I have them beating the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football. Week 5, I have them beating the Minnesota Vikings. Week 6, I have them losing to the New York Giants. Week 7 overseas, I have them beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have a bye week in week 8. Week 9, I have them losing to the Cleveland Browns. Week 10, I have them beating the Carolina Panthers. From week 11, this is where it gets ugly for the Saints. From week 11 all the way to 15, loss to the Bears, Cincinnati, Green Bay, Carolina, Tampa Bay. Now, I have them, remember, with me in divisions, if the team is just not that bad, like, hey, just don't suck, like they're, I'm breaking it even. I think all teams are pretty decent when they play their division rival. So if it's a home win, if it's a home game, I give them the win. If it's a road game for the division, I give them a loss. Just so that way, when I'm trying to break down and get a good idea of how the season will go, it just helps with my numbers. That's all. Because again, they can easily lose on the road. But again, as a divisional team, I just give them, because they do play each other twice, I literally just split it in half as long as one of the teams just aren't garbage. Now, if you're just a trash team, you can't win in your division. I'm giving you losses. All right, now back to week 16. They have a win against the Arizona Cardinals. Week 17, I have them losing to the Atlanta Falcons because it's a road game. And week 18 at home, I have them beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All in all, I have the New Orleans Saints going 6-11. They have a 6-3 home record, but the problem is their road games are hard. They have an 0-8 record on the road. They play Detroit on the road. Now they can flip the script and beat them in week 1. Okay, that's a road win. but I don't see them beating Baltimore in week 2. That's on the road. I have them losing to the Giants on the road. I have them losing to the Bears on the road, Cincinnati on the road, Carolina Panthers on the road, Tampa Bay Bucks on the road, and the Falcons on the road. So based on their division and based off the players, the teams they have to play outside of their division on the road, their road record right now is 0-8. Division 3-3. They have one primetime game. That's a Monday Night Football game at home against Atlanta, and I do have them winning that one primetime game. All right, so the New Orleans Saints, I have them going 6-11. I do apologize if you're a Saints fan. It's not that it has had nothing to do with players or personnel, nothing like that. I just personally think they have a pretty tough schedule, especially on the road. Again, they're 6-3 at home, but on the road, they're the teams that they have to play on the road are just harder. All right, moving right along to the Carolina Panthers. Carolina has another tough schedule. I don't know what expectations a lot of people have for Carolina this year. I would hope they would have put up a more of a better, they do put up a better fight this year. But again, they have a tougher schedule as well. That doesn't vote well for them making it to the playoffs this year. They have a win against Chicago at home in week 1. Atlanta on the road is a loss. Cleveland Brown on the road is a loss. Week 4, Sunday Night Football against Detroit is a win. They have a bye week, week 5. And then they're just playing football the rest of the season. So it's going to be up and down. They got a loss against the Eagles week 6 coming off the bye week. Tampa Bay is a win at home. Thursday night. So week 8. Week 8 to week 12, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 losses. Now, they might be able to turn, if they can win 2 games in the division, they might be able to, where is it? They would have to beat the Bucks twice. Maybe beat the Eagles if they can beat the Eagles in week 6. And if they might have to, they're going to have to try to beat the Broncos. The games I think they can steal. They might be able to steal one from Baltimore, but I doubt it. But they might be able to steal one from Green Bay. If not, they're losing 5 in a row. They're losing 5 in a row. Green Bay, Denver, New Orleans in week 10. Week 11, the Baltimore Ravens. Week 12, Monday Night Football against Tampa Bay Bucks. They have a pretty tough schedule. Week 13 away against the Minnesota Vikings is a win. Week 14, New Orleans Saints is a win at home. Week 15 is a loss against the Cincinnati Bengals. Week 16 is a win against the Pittsburgh Steelers away. Week 17 is a loss against the defending champion Seattle Seahawks at home. And week 18 at home against the Atlanta Falcons is a win. With total record, I have the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, going 7-10. Again, their schedule is not easy just based on the type of teams that they're playing. And they're playing against the AFC North, which is outside of the Steelers. And it's just because the Steelers have a new coach. They're still ironing quarterback issues out, but they have weapons. They have a defense. But I'm not putting them in a category of somebody to be threatened by right now. However, the other 3 teams in that division, be very threatened. Be very, very, very threatened. They're going to affect the Cincinnati Bengals. If everything is looking the way I expect it to look, the Cincinnati Bengals should win that division easily, and they should have the number 1 record in the AFC if it goes the way I plan, or not plan, but the way I think it will go based off the stuff that I've seen. And that's just based off of the teams that they're playing. I haven't even done their record yet, and I think I already have them with 5 wins. I haven't done Cincinnati Bengals at all, but the teams that they're playing, the stuff that I've seen on Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, they got 5-6 wins already. And I haven't even done their record yet. All right, so at home, the Carolina Panthers are going to be 5-4, not bad. On the road, however, this is where it's bad for them. They're going to be only 2-6. They only have 2 road wins. Better than the Saints, with 0 road wins. And again, Saints have, I think right now, based on the fact that they have 0 road wins that I can give them, they right now have the toughest schedule. Number 2 would be the Carolina Panthers, as they're only winning 2 road games. And they only have 5 home wins. So they have those 2 right now have the toughest schedules, in my opinion. And I've only done 2 teams, so we got to wait and see what the other ones look like. In the division, 3-3. Again, I think this division is actually going to kind of split itself unless, one team just kind of falters and falls apart. Primetime, they have 3 primetime games, no overseas, and their primetime record so far is 1-2. So I have a 5-4 home record, 3-3 division record, 2-6 road record, 1-2 primetime, which is a total of 7-10 for the Carolina Panthers. All right. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. This division's not going to be good at all. So first of all, if you think Tua Tagovailoa has any chance of coming into Atlanta and saving this franchise and taking them to the playoffs, what are you smoking? Because I want some. I need to hit that side you got. I really do. Because this is the same feather that can't take a hit. Okay? He folds up and goes to sleep on the field. So it gets pretty rough over there in that division, the NFC South. He's not made for it. He's not made for it at all. You think because you got Waddle coming over there with you, that makes everything better? No, buddy. No, you're Atlanta. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Week 1 in the afternoon, I gave you a win against Pittsburgh. I really think Pittsburgh is just going to be that bad. I'm sorry. Week 2, Carolina, I gave you a win because it's a home win. Okay. From week 3 to week 10, hey, I feel so bad for the Atlanta Falcons. Hey, look, if y'all don't go to the stadium and watch these games, I ain't going to be mad at you. Okay. Arthur might just have to take him a hit, or he's going to have some stadium deals, jersey sales. He's going to have to do something. Do you understand me? Because on week 3, Thursday Night Football, Green Bay Packers lost. Week 4, Monday Night Football, New Orleans Saints lost. Week 4, Monday Night Football. No, week 5, Sunday Night Football. So they got 3 primetime games back to back, and they're going to have 3 primetime losses. But we're going to see Tua Tagovailoa lose 3 times in primetime. Why? Why do they have so many primetime games? I swear to God, Tennessee better have 4. Tennessee better have 4 primetime games, and I'm throwing a fit. They had 0 last year. You gave J.J. McCartney 3, and he didn't play neither one of them. He played 1. He wanted to beat the Bears. That's Sunday Night Football. I hate the Bears. That ticked me off. Anyway, week 6, Chicago lost. Week 7, San Francisco lost. Week 8, away at Tampa Bay, lost. Week 9, overseas in Cincinnati, lost. Week 10, return to Patrick Mahomes, lost. Like, buddy, they losing all these games. I don't care what you say. I really don't. They might be fighting for the number 1 draft pick. Archie Manning, you might be going to Atlanta, buddy. Week 11 is a bye week. Week 12, they get to come off a bye week on the road, and guess what they get to do? They get to beat Minnesota. I think Minnesota's about to be that bad too. Week 13 against Detroit, lost. Week 14 against the Cleveland Browns, lost. Week 15 against the Washington Commanders, lost. Maybe the Atlanta Falcons have the tougher schedule. I think they're the ones that win. Let's see. Week 16 against Tampa Bay might be a win. It might be, but I don't know, man. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we're not going to do that. They losing. They're going to lose to Tampa Bay twice. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're there. All right. Yeah, we're going to change that. They're winning 4 games. They're winning 4 games. They're going to fight for the number 1 seed, which they might get number 3. But this is for 4-13. I'm so sorry. They're not beating Atlanta. I mean, they're not beating the Bucks. And what was that? Home game? Yeah, let's change that home win to 2-7. Yeah. So that's horrible. All right, division. You're not 3-3. We're going to change that to 2-4. Prime time, we got that one right. You're losing all of them. All right. So back to business. Week 17 against the New Orleans Saints. That's I don't know. We're gonna leave it right now. We're gonna leave it as a win at home right now. I ain't changing that one yet. But we might have to. Week 18, away, Carolina Panthers lost. So I have the Atlanta Falcons winning 4 games this year. 4-13, 2-7 at home, 2-6 on the road, 2-4 in the division. Okay. 3 primetime games, 0 wins in primetime. Horrible. All right, last team in this division. Where are you at? Yeah, we're gonna change that to it, man. Yeah, we're gonna change that to 12-5. And what was that? A road win? Yeah. Okay. So now the road win's gonna go up. What? All right. 12-5. There we go. I like it. 4-4 on the road. And make that, because somebody's got to win the division, right? Make that 4-2 for the division. Yeah. All right, bet. So, last team in this division we have is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not too bad. They have a decent schedule this year. Week 1 against Cincinnati, I have given them a loss. Week 2 against Cleveland, I give them a loss. Week 3, I think it's going to take the Bucs the first couple of weeks to kind of just get things under their belt. And they're going to lose close games. They're not going to get blown out. They're probably going to lose by a field goal. They're going to probably lose by a pick from Baker, trying to do a little too much in the beginning because he needs to probably calm down. Little stuff like that. But this first 2 games, get the kinks out. I'm cool with it. Week 3 is when they turn it around against Minnesota because Minnesota's going to be pretty bad. That's a win. Week 4 against the Green Bay Packers is a win. Week 5, Thursday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. I am giving them a loss against the Cowboys. Cowboys I have fighting for first place with the Washington Commanders. So it's going to be a dogfight in that division. And whoever they have to play against is going to feel the beating of the dogfight. Let's see. After licking their wounds from the Cowboys, they're going to backdoor and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then they're going to lose on the road in week 7 at home, on the road to the Carolina Panthers. Week 8 at home against Atlanta is a win. Week 9, Sunday Night Football, Chicago Bears win. They got a bye week, week 10. And then they go on a spree. Week 11, win against Detroit. Week 12, Monday Night Football, win against Carolina Panthers at home. Week 13, Los Angeles Chargers is a win. Week 14, Baltimore is a win. Week 15, New Orleans is a win at home. Week 16, Atlanta on the road is a win. Week 17, Los Angeles Rams is a win. And week 18, against the Saints is a loss. I got the Bucs going 12-5. The NFC isn't too. With the way I can see the Bucs having 12 wins in the NFC. All right, so 12-5 record, 8-1 on the road. I'm 8-1 at home, 4-4 on the road, 4-2 in the division. They have 3 primetime games, and I have them winning 2 out of 1. 2 and I have them 2-1 in primetime. All right, so we have gone through the New Orleans Saints. We have gone through the Carolina Panthers. We have gone through Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay. So New Orleans Saints, again, for those numbers, we have 6-11, 6-3 on the road at home, 0-8 on the road, 3-3 in the division, 1 primetime game, 1 win. Carolina Panthers, 7-10, 5-4 at home, 2-6 on the road, 3-3 for the division, 3 primetime games, going 1-2 in primetime. Atlanta Falcons, 4-13, 2-7 at home, 2-6 on the road, 2-4 in the division, 3 primetime games, 0-3 in primetime. And last but not least, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 12-5, 8-1 at home, 4-4 on the road, 4-2 in the division. Primetime games is 3, 2-1 in primetime. All right, so when we come back next week, what should we do next week? So we did the NFC South. I wonder if we should jump over to the AFC South. Yeah, let's jump over to the AFC South. All right, so we'll do the 2 South teams, and then we'll move around. We'll have fun with this. We'll play around with this. So when we come back next Wednesday, we will go over the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee better have 3 primetime games. They better have 3 primetime games. I'm dead serious, because you gave 2 or 3, and he ain't winning that one. You gave him overseas. He ain't winning that one. He's not winning games this year, people. Oh, this team's going to be a mess. I'm so sorry. All right, so that's all we have for today, guys. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. It's a short show today. Again, with schedule reviews, it's not much that goes on. Again, we just go over the schedule. I'm only doing 4 teams at a time to kind of help space things out. And when schedule release is done, when we are finished with schedule release, it is time to have fantasy fun. So schedule release is going to take us weekly. So we have the AFC South next week. The week after that, we're going to do 1 NFC team, and week after that, another AFC team. And the week after that, another NFC team, AFC team. We're going to go through all of them. By the time we get to June, this should take us through the middle of June, maybe into July. We should be ready for fantasy rankings, okay? Okay, we go through the entire position. So we go through quarterbacks first, and we go break them up into tiers. We go through receivers, we go through running backs, tight ends. And then from there, we line everybody up, start from number 1, and we go all the way down to 200. Some people we don't care about. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys. Tune in next week for the AFC South schedule prediction. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.